Hello, my name is Abby and welcome back to the Space Exploration Agency. You join me here in the tracking station because I found a very interesting location next to the old moon base. Over there, the location Area 1 and TFJ Alpha from the experimental engineering group, and the old moon base is over there, and so I think I might be able to do an expedition over there in order to complete this contract. And so I like now to go over to the mission control in order to see this contract and go on an orbital spacewalk near Minmus. Well, this is not the Mun contract, but this sounds interesting as well. It's from the Kerbal World First Record-Keeping Society. We need to perform a spacewalk in orbit of Minmus. This time try to keep your helmet free of bodily fluids. Okay, have a Kerbal go on EVA in orbit of Minmus to achieve this goal. Okay, this sounds interesting. I like to accept this contract. And yeah. Conduct observational surveys of the moon near moon base. Okay, moon base on the moon has detected some observational inconsistencies to the northwest that we would like you to follow up on with a few reports. Okay, take an EVA report on the surface at Area 1 and TFJ Alpha to find observational inconsistencies. And yeah, this sounds interesting. This sounds really interesting. I think I like to accept this contract as well. And now we have 4 active contracts. We still have to build the new surface outpost on the moon. I've already prepared the first 4 modules of the new moon base, and I even got a suggestion for some kind of observatory that utilizes a cupola module. And well, I think at first I will just use the 4 modules I've built so far, and as there are so many free docking ports, I might land an additional observatory module in, well, in a future mission to the moon to expand a little bit the functionality of my moon base, and yeah, to have an observatory on the surface of the moon. So this would be really cool. Then I can even expand the Munar base a little bit more, because I have to extract ore from the moon and deliver it to Kerbal. So at some point I might expand the functionality of the moon base by giving it some drills or some functionality to really mine some ore. And then we do have this orbital spacewalk near Minmus, and of course the observational surveys of the moon. And here I think I like now to join the crew of the moon base. So let us join them to see where the location is. I hope we can see it from their current position. Okay, there's the old moon base. And we are back with Elle and Shondes Kerman. Can we... Ooh, we can see all the time. Ooh, I think this could be the Mun Surveyor. That's fantastic. The Mun Surveyor is flying directly above the moon base, and no, we can't see the target from here. Can I... What happens if I say... Come on, activate navigation. Okay, still there is no visual indication. That's sad. But yeah, this could be interesting. I'm not quite sure how far the thing is away. I think, it's quite a walk. Yeah, I'm not quite sure, but yeah, we do have a new contract, and I think this is really interesting. I really like to investigate this location, but first I like to switch to the Mun Surveyor, because I still have to find a good landing site for the moon base, or the new moon base. And yeah, okay, we are down here, and wait, as we are high above, or as we are in orbit, okay, we need to see... So the moon base is here, and I think I have to walk over there. I think this is quite a distance. This is quite a long way to go. So maybe I need some kind of rover or so, because let me just check this again. Yeah, there's a smaller crater and it's on the side. So indeed, I think it's over here. I think the location is over there. So it's probably too far away to go there by EVA jetpack or even by walking or so. Well, I think I can walk over there, but this will take really a long time. We do have a beautiful view over to Kerbal. That's fantastic. That's really amazing. And okay, currently we are at an altitude of 15 kilometers. The apoapsis is at 23 kilometers. So I think I like to do a quick retrograde burn, because I like to reduce the altitude of my orbit to around 10 kilometers so that I'm a little bit closer to the surface to look for good landing sites. And okay, I like now to reduce the periapsis to about, oh dear, this was too much. Of course, so I can fix this right away. I like to be, well, 9 kilometers would be still good, but I can only do 50 times time warp, I think. Above 10 kilometers and below I can only have 10 times time warp or so, and this is very, very slow. So yeah, 10 kilometers is really the sweet spot. And I like to land on the Kerbal facing side. So I like to land, well, somewhere in this area, and I like to land pretty close to the equator. I need to check, maybe this crater could be interesting for a good landing site. Maybe over here could be a good landing site without any craters, or in this crater. So, well, I think the next interesting thing is once we are more or less back in the daylight, so somewhere over here. But, well, then I could do the circularization burn, so I can set a maneuver node over there, and I have to do this burn at this position. And okay, I like to make sure that I'm not running out of electric charge. Okay, should be good enough. I can now do a quick time warp. Yeah, 50 times is possible, that's good. Okay. So we are now in the darkness. We are descending. That's good. Just a couple of minutes. Why we are now in surface mode? That's weird. Okay, Kerbal rise. Just a couple. Oh, sunrise. Just a couple of seconds. Why are we in surface mode? I like to stay in orbit mode. We are not landing yet. We are not landing yet, but soon we have to land in order to find the... or to test if this is a good position to build the Mun base. Okay, 15 kilometers now. I like to bring it down to about 10 kilometers. Okay, now we have, yeah, almost a circular orbit. That's perfect. That's really amazing. And we will be above the first area in 3 minutes. In about 3 minutes. Okay. Let's continue our flight around the moon. Okay, 2 minutes. There, the crater coming up. Very good. 1 minute. And yeah, okay, we are now directly above the crater. We are still quite high, so we can't see that many surface details. It looks quite flat over here. What is over there? I think this is the Apollo landing site where I landed. Yeah, this could be the Apollo landing site. This, as I did the Apollo mission. I really recreated the Apollo mission with a lander encapsulated in a fairing below the capsule or the main spacecraft. This was really an intense mission, and this was really a cool mission. You can find it in the archives if you're really interested. And yeah, Apollo 11 lunar landing. So yeah, this was the mission as I recreated the lunar landing. This was a great mission. I had a lot of fun doing that. And so it might be interesting to have our moon base down here. And this over there looks also like a very flat area. This would be cool, but well, there might be even some slight slopes. But well, if we look over here, this could be really flat, pretty close to the to this location. But yeah, over there, right next to the Apollo 11 lunar landing, there is a great position. I like to investigate this position. But yeah, at first I just like to check different locations. The next interesting spot could be here-ish. And if I add the maneuver over there, this is good. From here we would have a great view over to Kerbal, and this would be pretty interesting For the observation module, if I, well, once the thing is landed, but first I have, of course, to build the base itself. And okay, 1 minute, 30 seconds. Okay, just a couple of seconds. So now I'm approaching this area. This area looks flat as well. This might be also interesting because, yeah, down here we are directly on the old surface of the moon, so it's not damaged or changed by the impact of a huge asteroid or so. That's pretty cool. So maybe this could be a good landing site as well, and from here we could have a beautiful view over to Kerbal. But on the other hand, landing in a crater could be a little bit more interesting because there we can see, or we can research some of the resources, or well, some of the inner parts of the moon. And maybe I need even to switch to the Mun reconnaissance probe to see if maybe there's a higher abundance of ore, or there a higher abundance of ore also. But yeah, I like now to fly over the last possible landing site that is facing towards Kerbal to see if there are some flat areas as well. Okay, I'm approaching this, and let's stop the time warp again. Okay, yeah, this seems to be a flat landing site as well. That's pretty cool. Now it's really the question, where do I like to land? Where do I like to build my moon base? Or where do I like to test for the very first time if this is a good landing? Ooh, there's a lunar arch. There's a, this could be interesting as well, to have the base next to an arch. That's interesting. I have to think about this. And yeah, this looks also like a very flat and good landing site. Landing at a historic place next to the Apollo 11 lunar landing, or landing next to this interesting feature over there. I'm not quite sure. How are we doing? I really like to... I saw some flat areas somewhere around here. I think there could be a good flat area or flat spot. If I like to go there, what would be the most simple way? I need to, of course, reduce the do an deorbit burn and do a flight like though. And then I would be flying directly above that target area. This would be good. Yeah, I think I need to orbit around the moon. Yeah, I think the historic place would be a little bit more interesting than landing next to this arc over there. So yeah, I think I will try to land here to take a look at this location, if this is really flat and a good space for the moon base, or if somewhere else is even better. And so, half an hour to go. The only problem is that maybe at the point I'm getting back to, or I'm getting to this maneuver node, the sun might have set, or it might have been, or it might be already quite dark at this location, and so I might have to check a different location first, but we will see. So here we go. We are orbiting around the moon. Oh, I think the batteries have... Are we completely out of electric charge? Yeah, indeed, we are out of electric charge. That's bad. Okay, 2 minutes. I hope we will get back into the sunlight before I will reach the maneuver node. That's really a problem. That's really a problem I have. Okay, I'm back in the sunlight, and all these solar arrays... Okay, we are getting some. Okay, can I maybe barely rotate that spacecraft around? No. Okay, not enough charge and only a couple of seconds to go. Yeah, that's bad. This is really bad. The spacecraft is facing the wrong way. Well, we have direct sunlight, but about no sun exposure. What about down here? Okay, energy flow. Very, very low. So, that's bad. Can I... I have a couple of seconds left until I have to start, or can I... Okay, I can't even extend the solar arrays. That's bad. I can't turn the spacecraft around. That's bad. That's really bad. Oh, I can start the engine. This is good. This is good. So now I can switch on SAS. This is good. Okay. Now I can hopefully turn the spacecraft around. Okay, now the solar arrays should be facing towards the sun. And now I can do this deorbit burn. Very good. Okay, and... yeah, it should be still bright enough on the surface of the moon once we are getting to our destination. Okay, very good. Yeah, this is looking good. And I will be... I think I will be already too close. So... I think I need to do maybe a burn this way to extend a little bit my flight path. Like... just a little bit more. Okay, maybe like so. This should guarantee that I'm still high enough once I'm getting here-ish. And 3 minutes and 43 seconds. Okay, this is good. Now we are back in direct sunlight, but I think I will now extend the solar panels to make sure that my batteries will remain charged. This is quite important. Okay, very good, very good. Solar arrays have been deployed. Wow, this was really, really close. Okay, now we are approaching the first landing site. We are facing the sun, and wow, this looks quite interesting. This is really a cool shape of the spacecraft. This looks interesting. That's neat. That's really neat. And yeah, soon I have to jettison the upper stage. But I will do this once I have, well, reduced all my lateral movement, or I've killed all my lateral movement. Okay, still about 3 minutes to go, so we can speed things up. Very good. We are flying toward the landing site, and yeah, there's still enough daylight left. This is good. This is really good. Okay, 1 minute to go. Easy. So, in 15 seconds I will be above the target area. It's good, and yeah, this could be the flat area I saw from space. So I think I should now start to reduce the lateral velocity. Alright, very good. This could be really, really a prime landing site. I'm not completely sure about it, if it's really flat or not. But yeah, this could be a great landing site. So... okay, I'm almost above it. Good. Now I can continue to reduce my lateral velocity. Very good, very good. And... stop. Very good. Okay, I think I like to try one thing. I'm not quite sure if this really works. I hope it will work. I can now jettison this, switch back to this, and make sure that it impacts somewhere else, so I can throttle it up a bit. It can fly into a different direction, and now I can switch back to this spacecraft, start its engine. Okay, good. Deploy the landing legs. Okay, very good. Thank you, maneuver node. Okay, the upper stage is flying away, and I can now start the engine. We are coming down. We are coming down to investigate the first landing site, or the first possible site to construct the moon base. Okay, easy. Okay. So much about the upper stage. So, We are almost there. There's our shadow. That's very good. Easy. Easy. Very easy. Okay. Coming down. Good. Good approach. Good approach. And the Mun Surveyor has landed. Fantastic. Fantastic. And yeah, wow, this is really a flat surface. That's great. I think this could be really a good site to build the Mun base, because yeah, we need a server that is flat as possible to have it very, very easy to assemble the Mun base. And yeah, this over there looks very, very flat. So maybe we found a prime landing site. I can open the bay and 1.45% on average. Run the analyzers. Yeah. Resource analyzers perform for the Mun Northwest crater. And 1.45. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm not quite sure if this is now the good or the best landing site. I can switch off stability assist for now. So, very good. We are on the surface of the Moon. Can we do something else from here? Rename vessel? No, not really. And we don't have data to transmit. And now I like to switch over to the Mun reconnaissance probe in order to maybe find a better location to toggle overlay. Okay, very good. And now, if what is the current setting? Let's increase the cutoff to maybe 40%. Okay, the Mun Surveyor landed there, and there's about no ore. And this crater's about no ore. There would be a lot of ore. There are some good spots. But well, I can also have a different... Well, I can also build some kind of mining base. I don't have to add the mining functionality to the new Mun base. And yeah, now it's really the question. Do I like to land there? Or do I like to land there? Or maybe there? That's really an important question. I think I like to switch back to the Mun reconnaissance probe, and yeah, we could see Kerbal from here. This looks really, really amazing. And yeah, the surface is quite flat. This is good. Maybe I will really try to land here, or I will investigate a different location. But yeah, I can remember that here's a good location. This is good. Yeah, I think I will leave the Mun Surveyor down here for now, because now I think it's time to return to the Space Center. Okay. It's shortly before sunrise. This is beautiful, and yeah, it's really good, because I think now it's time to launch the very first module of the new Mun base into space. And the first module I like to launch is the science module, and well, no Kerbals will fly into space with that mission. It's just a robotic mission, and yeah, everything is prepared, so I can perform the rollout. And alright, here we are at the launch pad. The first module of the new Mun base is ready for launch, and so I can switch on stability assist, I can adjust the throttle, and in 3, 2, 1, and lift off. Wow, yeah, that's fantastic. That's such an awesome and energetic moment when those two strap-on boosters start doing their work. And yeah, I am using once again my standard space launch system with the two strap-on boosters, as I like to have as much fuel as possible once I am in space, as I like to use the upper stage to refuel a bit the supply ship Mark V, which is already in an orbit around the moon and which will be used in order to refuel the lander that will land all the different modules. And so I am now using the prograde mode of my probe core to assist me during the ascent, and soon we will see the sunrise. This is always fantastic. This is always a beautiful moment, and I think it's a good moment to start launching all the different modules of the moon base. As well, even if I have all the different modules in an orbit around the moon, I can still change the landing site, and I can do this until the point I have landed the very first module on the surface of the moon. And so I think this is really the perfect moment now to start the process of launching all the different modules. And yeah, now we are seeing the sun. That's fantastic, that's so amazing. And we have already reached an altitude of about 20 kilometers, so I think I will switch over to stability assist and I will start to slowly expedite my gravity turn. Okay, easy, easy, don't get too wobbly. Okay, good. Okay, yeah, we are on a good track. We are on a good track to space. Very good. Okay, we are already above 30 kilometers. This is crazy. This rocket is so powerful. This is so amazing. Okay, I like now to aim for, well, maybe the 30-degree marker on the nav ball. And how are we doing? How are we doing? Okay, this is a very steep ascent profile, so maybe I can turn over even to the 20-degree marker or even 15-degree marker on the nav ball. Easy, easy. Okay, this is good. This is good. Very good, okay. So I like to go once again for an apoapsis of about 100 kilometers. Looking good. And here we are. So cut the engine and add a maneuver node to perform the orbit insertion burn. Okay, 98 by 115 if I do it like so. 99 by 114. It's really hard to get it absolutely right. 94 by 120. Okay, it's so complex. Okay, maybe like so, maybe like so. And yeah, we will reach the apoapsis in 1 minute and 40 seconds. We are already in space, so I can now jettison the fairing. Goodbye, fairing. And yeah, there is the first module. It's the central module, it's the sides module, and I will start to add all the different other modules to the sides of it, as I have done this in the test run next to the launch pad. And wow, it's fantastic, it's really amazing. We are, well, we have launched the first module of the new moon base. That's great, and all the parts of the fairing are drifting away. That's cool, that's really cool. So 1 minute to go, and it's an estimated burn of 28 seconds, but the centrifugal booster will run out of fuel before the end of the burn, which is good because I really like to have a decay in the atmosphere, and so I have then to switch to the upper state, which is less powerful. So I think I should really start the burn well, at the 28-second mark or so. I think this is then the best moment to start the burn. So just a couple of seconds, and okay, here we go, here we go. Don't go too crazy. All right. Wow, this is such a beautiful view down to Kerbal. I like it, I really like it. This is fantastic. And well, the ascent profile was a little bit steep, and that's the reason why I have now to do this longish orbit insertion burn. I think I could have been a little bit more efficient. Okay, now goodbye central curve booster, and hello upper stage. Okay, this will take a bit, so maybe I should do like so. Oh dear, this looked a little bit wobbly. But I think we are still in a good shape. Yeah, we are still in a good shape. Everything is fine. And soon... Okay, the camera is turning around. I can close this and do this. So, 142 by 98. Okay, it's a little bit an eccentric orbit, but yeah, we are in space. We are in space. That's fantastic. The first module of the new Mun base is in space. And yeah, I think this is also the point where we will end over this episode. I hope you had some fun, and I hope you will be joining me in the next episode when we maybe visit a different landing site, or when we do an EVA around Minmus, or when we fly out the first module of the new Mun base to the moon. So we will see, So thank you so much for watching. Until next time, my name is Seppi. See you!